2 hours left on this road trip going to Hollywood, and
Yes.
we just stopped at Peggy Sue's Diner. How was the food there?
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. I
Good
love
stuff.
it.
If you're ever on the way from Vegas to Cali or back, definitely stop at Peggy Sue's Diner. It's really
I
good stuff
always
there.
enjoy it.
Nice people, good food, good prices. I had a grilled chicken sandwich, and what'd you have?
I have pancakes with eggs and bacon and coffee.
It's good stuff. And this dude inhaled that, right?
Yes.
It's good. All right, so what'd you ask me in the diner before?
About what we were talking.
What?
What we were talking.
You're talking about like social skills and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, how you learn all your social skills? Like, do you read books? Did somebody teach you? Did you hear conversations with old people? Or?
A lot of it came from conversations and some like sort of from books. So I did like to read a lot. I still like to read. But what when I was very young, I was really into comedy a lot, and I started rapping when I was 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
And what I do in grade school was I learned a lot of jokes. Hey Natalie, what's going on?
Hey
How you
Natalie.
doing? Natalie, what's up? We're
How
on
you
the road trip.
doing?
So when we're just talking about how I came to develop my social skills from childhood to adulthood, and one of the things that I did was I had a pretty good memory, so I'm able to memorize a lot of stuff. What I would do is I would memorize a lot of jokes. I would find out a lot of dirty jokes. I would talk to adults a lot,
Yeah.
and just in conversation, I learn a lot. I listen a lot too, and listening is a big deal, and I think that's a big part that people leave out. And also respecting your elders. So you have to be a good listener to be a good conversationalist, because you have to pay attention to what people are saying and how people move. And then when I was younger, I would walk to school and I would talk to some of these older people that were like my grandfather's age, but we would talk for like hours, and I would learn a lot. And then I also learned a lot of jokes and a lot of dirty jokes, and I read a lot of books about jokes, and I memorized these because I just thought they were funny. And if I thought something was funny, I would want to find out if somebody else thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So I would go tell these jokes to people, and I would get laughs, and then as I was learning more, I would come up with my own versions of all this stuff.
Okay.
We're doing great out here. Hey, Mauricio Fabio, what's up? Brazil, dude, we love Brazil. I do capoeira, man, and that's Brazilian fighting style. We train in capoeira. Sammy, what's going on, Sammy? How you doing? Thank you for the likes. We appreciate that. If you like, subscribe, chat. And I'm just talking about how I came to do my social skills and all that stuff. India, what's up to India out there? No, I'm not gonna say dirty words. I'm not dumb.
We try.
But good luck with that, Saturn. And India, what up? Anyway, all right. You'll be mean, but anyway, we're gonna give you a little bit of timeout. Bye, Rigo. All right, no dirty words in here. So I'm just talking about how I came to get my social skills. So I read a lot of books on comedy and jokes and stuff like that, and I'll memorize these jokes and I'll go around and tell them. So I kind of became the funny person in school, and just around town and all that. So one of the other things that I did as in grade school was poetry. Like, I really took to poetry. I liked rhymes, and I would read the dictionary too and learn a lot of big words and get a big vocabulary. I literally read the dictionary. And hey, what's up? How you doing, Jay? And I really took to poetry, and we would get to read the poetry in front of class, like if we got to write our own stuff. And one of the things I really liked a lot was limericks.
Okay.
And I'll give you a dirty limerick right now. I'm gonna edit out dirty word in it, but like there once was a man from Nantucket who had a bleep so long he could suck it. He had a nice dream, woke up in some cream, and said if my blank was a blank, I would blank it. So just fill in the words for that. But that was see, that was funny without even saying the actual words. See, that's what I'm saying. So I like stuff like that, and I would start to write my own, and people really liked it. People were like, "Oh, let Tony go up in front of class and do his limerick," and then that became me rapping, and then so I was like kind of telling jokes and kind of rapping at the same time, stuff like that. And as I got older, one of my first legitimate jobs that I had. Hey, my name is Tony. I appreciate you, Sammy, and this is Dragster.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey, what's up, Sammy? We appreciate y'all. And one of the first jobs I had when I was about 7, that was awesome. We had so much fun there. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. And I started working at Sears in the mall in Massapequa, and I lived in Amityville, New York, and I was working at the mall. I loved the mall. I used to hang out at the mall and talk to girls all the time, stuff like that. And I worked for tip. Like I only got paid like $5 an hour back then. It was like 1997, something like that, 98, something like that. And I had to, get tips from customers because I would bring everybody's stuff out. Like if you got like a lawnmower or a treadmill, I would put it in your car. I would strap it down to your car. Some of that stuff can be dangerous, so you have to make sure you do a good job with that. And I found if I would make jokes with the customers about stuff, then they would give me a tip or a bigger tip or whatever. So it made me more sociable. So that made me want to be funnier and want to and I got money for that. So that was pretty cool. And that's kind of how I got into like just doing my comedy. And also I would rap for anybody that would listen to me. I would rap in the street growing up. When I was like 9-10 years old, I was rapping in public to people. Like when I first started, I was just out there going, and people were like, wow, he's really good. I'm this tiny little kid. When I was 8, I probably looked like I was 5. So like, and then I'm rapping, I'm like, yeah man, what's going on? I had a high pitched voice and stuff. And I'm Tony Switch, if you want to call me Switch. I go by Switch too. And so I was rapping, I was doing comedy, I would tell jokes, I would tell dirty jokes when I was kidding, and adults got a big kick out of that too, because they're like, look at this little kid with this dirty mouth. Like they just got a kick out of that, so they thought it was funny. So that's kind of how I came to be. And I guess you're asking because of what we do for a living.
I mean, no, just in general, because seriously talking here, you are one of the few people that I know, I mean, the only one that I see, like, that how you talk to people, how you communicate, and being the last weeks living with you as a person, as a friend, as a boss, businessman, and everything. It's just,
I appreciate that.
I mean, everyone has his way to be, social, and how to talk to people, how to communicate, and not just you. I'm sorry. I have another friend that are really good friends of mine, but you aren't like in that circle. People that I can talk to, that people I can communicate something. I mean, you helped me go through my emotional breakdown 2 weeks ago, and that's not everybody can do that. Come on. No.
Well, we all go through rough times, man, and I can understand. I've been through a lot, but I think I try to be as reasonable as I can about things. But same thing for you though, man. I've heard like you're one of the few people that I met in Vegas that I really get along with, and and just doing. By the way, like we're on the way to the film festival.
Yep, we are.
And we're doing the Santa Cruz International Film Festival this weekend. And my job, I have a lot of jobs for the film festival. I help run the whole thing, like in many assets and parts of it. And shout out to Lisa D'Souza, who's the master of the whole thing. She got this all set up, so she's a very hardworking woman, and she's awesome, and we love her very much.
Excited
And
to meet
you haven't met her yet, so like yeah,
Excited.
so Drax are gonna meet Lisa when we get out there, and I told a lot of good things about you,
Mention,
and
tell them about the film that you guys made. To tell them to go check it out.
oh yeah, well that's gonna be on our new channel, so I'll get into that another time because I gotta that's gonna be a little bit of a thing,
I love that.
but yeah, so yeah, we've been working together for a while and we get along, and you know you've heard me on the phone talking to some of the bands and artists and stuff too for the show.
A lot of time we invest on them.
And
I don't
yeah,
know
and
what it
I
is.
handle the bands, and I always try to let everybody know that my job is to make sure that you guys have a good show, and that's what I've been telling everybody for the last few years, because sometimes you know it can be a lot, you know, when you're trying to set up. So I want to make sure everybody's comfortable and everybody's having a good time, and everybody make sure everybody sounds good because I run the sound too.
Yep.
So we got a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, so I appreciate it. And this guy is one of my favorite people. He works very hard. He's funny. He's very uncensored. He's multilingual,
Yep.
and that's very helpful too. Because I want to learn some new languages. Because a lot of times he's fluent in Spanish, English, and you know I don't know too much Spanish. So anytime we have like Spanish folks, I'll be like, oh, Espanol, and then I hit my boy up.
That's the signal. That's the signal.
Yeah. The thing I just like tag your man. So yeah, so that's pretty much how we go about our stuff. So are you still in here, Natalie? You still watching? She left out for a while. And Mauricio, oh, we're down the one
Mauricio.
person. I don't know. I think we lost everybody. It's only been 12 minutes. We started off kind of big, but yeah. So that's pretty much it, man. I might just leave it at that. I might go live again later when we get to. Oh, you're still here? Okay, I'll stick around for a little bit because Natalie's here.
Natalie. Oh.
We appreciate you. So how's your day going today, Natalie? And we're yeah, so we're just rock and roll. We're about a little less than 2 hours out from Hollywood, and we're going straight to Hollywood right now because we don't have to really be at the film festival just yet. So I wanted to come out a little early just so we can kind of chill and have a good time. Uh, how long has it been since you've been to Hollywood?
10 years.
10 years, man, a decade.
I mean,
No.
I think more.
Technically, well, you know, we were in Hollywood for Universal Studios,
Yeah.
but you weren't on like the Walk of Fame area. So,
I must say the Hollywood panel that they made for Hollywood covered in blood, bro. That was my favorite.
that was awesome. Yeah, I got some good photos of that too.
Me too.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we're doing good, Natalie. I'm feeling. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling awesome. Feeling great.
Good. Good vibes. Good vibes out here.
About to have good days working, be productive, helping.
And we're going to be doing a lot more traveling in the future too, especially back and forth to Cali. We got a lot of stuff planned out for 2025, so guys, keep your eye out. And it's always appreciated if you guys hit the subscribe button and comment and like other video. I got like 700 videos on here. And follow Dragster's page, Dragster66
Yes, sir. On Instagram, Dragster666LB.
LV, Las Vegas.
I'll be posting. I'll be posting everything there about the trip, about everything.
Yeah.
You guys wanna know?
And yeah, so we're going out to Hollywood just to kind of chill out and walk on the Walk of Fame and kind of scope it out too for potential work because we're going to be working a lot more in between Cali and Vegas this coming year or years. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Anything you want to put in there?
Why you?
I'm on the spot.
Maybe.
I gotta tell some good jokes.
Yeah.
I should have my scary stories. I don't want to scare.
Oh, driving? No. Come
Yeah, no, we don't
on.
want to
Come
scare them.
on.
I should have.
Mad Libs.
Here I keep on forgetting to bring Mad. I have it in the phone, but
What is
uh,
Mad Libs?
they have a Mad Libs app in the phone, but I wouldn't be able to do live and do it Mad. But I have a book of Mad Libs. It's like a word game, and that would have been a funny thing to do while we were live because we could do that while we are driving. I didn't think of it till right this second.
Yeah.
I got to plan this stuff out, but you know what I got to do? I got to just start leaving stuff in my glove box
Yeah.
for that, like travel stuff. So all right, so Six Flags. So we'll start off with Dragster. Tell us about Six Flags.
Six Flags.
What's your favorite ride?
X2.
X2. X2 is dope.
Yeah. It was funny because Fine, I was scared of riding. He almost getting and you make him.
Oh, I didn't make him.
I mean, you
make
help
it sound like
him. Yeah.
peer pressure.
No,
Like I beat him up. No.
No, you were like a good friend. You said, "I'm gonna be with you. Let's ride together. Nothing's gonna happen." He was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
He ride it.
And I also did what worked on me when I was a kid. So one of the things, I'll tell you a story about Adventureland. So I didn't really see my dad too much growing up.
Yeah.
But once in a while I would see him, and we did go to Adventureland in Long Island, in Farmingdale, and he took us on. We got the pop bracelet. It's this thing where you can get on all the rides. You pay a little bit more, but you get on it. Then you can just ride on everything instead of getting tickets.
Yeah.
And me and my friend Joe, we were like, I think we were like 14. We were like 14 years old. And they only didn't really, it wasn't like Six Flags, right? This was like nothing compared to Six Flags. These are like kiddie roller coasters. But we were like scared to go on it. We didn't want to go on it. And we're both kind of like, I don't know. And my dad was getting kind of mad. He was like, really? Like, I got these pop bracelets for you, and you guys aren't going to ride. Spend this money. And it kind of pissed off. And then we look, and we're seeing these 3 kids run past us that are like half our size.
Wow.
And they're like, we're going to go on again. And we looked at, we were like, yeah, we're total P words. And and we were like, I don't want to say it on my live chat, but like, yeah, we're punks. Different P word.
Punk.
It wasn't that word, but it was another word. Yeah, we're like, we're being punks. And then we just went on and we had fun. Then ever since then, I was like, yeah, roller coasters are awesome. So yeah, so we did that. And so I used that same technique on Victor to help him have fun, because I think, like, he's 21 years old. I brought him out to Vegas. It's kind of like a fun company trip, and he's a good dude, a nice kid. He's a hard worker. I just want everybody to have a good time. So I was like, listen, dude, like, this is your first time at Six Flags. I want you to have a good time. We're gonna go on the ride. Like, I don't want to ride this thing and then come back and get you. Like I'm gonna be right next to you. You could ride with me. We'll do it together. And then I pointed out, I was like, look at this kid. Look at this kid getting on right here.
Yeah.
He's like 7, 8 years old, something like that. And then the kid got on, and they rode the whole thing. He gets off. And the really funny thing was, when the kid came back, the look on he was like this. He was like.
Yeah.
And then I put my hands over Victor's eyes. I was like, don't look at him. I was like, he had fun. He had a good time. He made it. Because I didn't want him to see how scared the kid was when he got off the ride. So that was the only thing that I kind of pressed a little bit. I was like, hey, look at this over here. Like, I was like, look, shiny stuff. And so I had to distract him a little bit. And but then he got on, and he had a blast. He got off. He was like, thank you. He was thanking me. So it was good. So I felt good. And I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want to make him do anything he didn't want to do. I just wanted him to I didn't want him to miss out on an opportunity to have a good time, You only live once. YOLO.
Oh, we said at the same time.
I said that first, by the way, in my secondhand smoke song, which you could check out on my first album, Logical Explanation. It's available on all platforms, just about. I think except I took it off Spotify, but check out Secondhand Smoke by Switch on Logical Explanation. And I wrote that when I was 16, and that's about having a second chance at things and how people perceive you and things like that. It's a good song, short song, but a good song. And yeah, so Victor had a good time, and he still even brought it up. He just brought it up this morning, and he was texting me like good luck with the trip and that he had a lot of fun at Six Flags. So that made me feel good because that's all I wanted. I just want you guys to have a good time.
You are the best boss I ever had in my entire life.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
No, every boss do that for their employees. Like, all they do is like, oh yeah, good job, and a slice of pizza, and a beer, or a soda.
Yeah, well, I told you about some of the guys that I work for too. It was kind of crazy.
And I read in an article like, the better you treat your employees, I mean, talking like you do, like, oh, good job today. I'm really grateful that you're working with me and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the trips and everything is a bonus, but that make you go harder because some. I mean, I go hard no matter what. No matter
you do.
I go hard even if we don't go to Disneyland and some shit like that. I go hard no matter what, but I giving you what you give.
Yeah.
You gotta give to receive in this life. So.
You're just in it for the Disney princesses.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, maybe we'll do Disneyland one day. I'm a little bent on Disneyland right now because my ex used to take me there a lot, and we're not together. But
no, to be honest, I think I like more Universal than Disneyland. I never been on Disneyland, but Universal.
Disneyland definitely has some cool. You like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well, I would just go just for Star, and I like they have a really cool cartoony area there too. That's really cool. They have like Roger Rabbit stuff. Roger Rabbit's another movie we gotta watch.
I watch it.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, they actually have a thing where you can kind of like interact with like Roger Rabbit type stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. We should definitely do at least one time in Disneyland, but definitely Universal. And Universal, I don't think anything be Universal on Halloween. Like that's got to be like a year thing now. We got to do that every year because Halloween Universal is crazy. So my take on Six Flags. So I haven't been there in a while. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I went there with my ex's dad. We had a good time. That was like 9 months ago, like 10 months ago, something like that. And we had a good time. And but before that, it's been a long time for Six Flags. I guess I don't know. But X2 is definitely my favorite ride. We didn't get to do the Wonder Woman ride, but that one's really cool. That one's like the longest ride. It's like takes like the most like where you're actually on the roller coaster for a while, like compared to most roller coasters it's like a minute. Yeah. That one's like 3 minutes long or something like that. Like you're on it like for like a while. Pretty cool. And we didn't get to do that one. But and something else was closed too. I think the Goliath or something was closed. That one's pretty big. That one's a big one. What?
Flash was closed.
Oh, Flash was closed too. Yeah. But the other stuff was cool. We didn't do Superman either. Superman is kind of cool. But we did the Lex Luthor one, Superman. They're connected, but they're more or less. They're both kind of like dropping you down, so it's similar. It's cool, but they're fun. I like them a lot. I liked everything. X2 is my favorite because it's like being on a roller coaster and the zipper at the same time. If you know what the zipper is, it flips around and stuff. They usually have it at festivals and fairs and stuff, especially on Long Island. They had the zipper at the EDC when I went there. Me and my partner David, my guy David that I work with the costume company. We went to the EDC for the first time, and we had a blast. And we went on the zipper together as Mandalorian and Deadpool. Wow. And that was fun. That was so cool. And we had a good time. Well, Natalie, you should come hang out. We should come hang out. I would love to get together with people from like people that I meet online or whatever, and just get together and have fun. Like I definitely kind of you're in Texas. What kind of rides do they have in Texas? They gotta have over there. Because I've been in Austin, Dallas, Galveston. My uncle lived in Galveston. Austin, I went to 2 years ago, or for the South by Southwest. I got a whole story about that, which I still have to post up that story because it's interesting. But there's always fun stuff to do, Natalie.
Yeah. I mean, if I go to Texas, I wanna go. I went already. I crossed the whole state to going to Florida.
What
Like
was your favorite part of Texas?
3 years ago, Austin. Austin is beautiful.
Yeah, Austin is
And
dope.
I wanna go there to the NASA station.
Which one?
The NASA station. The
Oh,
NASA.
that's the
No,
station.
I think it's NASA Museum. I wanna go there because
Okay.
I love NASA. I love everything with rockets and
They got the
engines.
Smithsonian in Washington D.C. too. I was actually right. We were supposed to go there when I took my vacation with Jen.
The one with the dinosaur.
I don't know if they have dinosaurs there, but but they have like space stuff there.
Okay.
From what I remember, I went there when I was a kid. I went there when I was like 10 years old. And the crazy thing was, I went to D.C. when I was a kid for a field trip, and there was these dudes outside playing like drums, but not drum. They were playing it on like street performers,
Yeah.
and they were playing it on like like sheetrock cans, like sheetrock containers.
Yeah.
Like then you've seen that in Vegas too, and they were doing that, and this was back in like 1990, and I was like 9, 10 years old, and one of the girls from my class, because I was rapping back then, and I would rap in front of my class all the time, and one of the girls in my class ran up to one of these big dudes like that was rapping, and he wasn't using a microphone. He was just rapping into like a stick that had like duct tape around it or whatever, and they started yelling my name. They're like, Tony. And I was scared because I was this little kid, and I was like, how do you know my name? And this girl comes up, she's like, hey, I told them that you rap. They want to talk to you. And he's like, you rap? And they had this bucket with money in it for tips. And I started rapping. This little kid, just like in the middle of a field trip, I just started rapping with these street performers, and people were throwing money. And I saw somebody throw a $5 bill in, and I was like, wow. And it's so weird. Fast forward 30, 34 years, I guess like 30 years, and that's what I do for a living now.
That's awesome.
And I do well, and we're doing that together. So it's kind of crazy how stuff works out.
It's awesome. It's a nice story. Wow.
There's nowhere fun where you live, Natalie? Why is there no? There's got to be somewhere fun. What area do you live in again in Texas? Like what like Dallas, Galveston, like I don't know. Like I don't really. Oh, I got some people in Humble too. Humble, Texas. Some bartenders that I worked with in New York moved to Humble. I remember. I don't know too many other towns. San Antonio. I haven't been to San Antonio, but I meet some people there. Look at my hair. Oh, I guess it looks okay. I don't know. It looked kind of funny before. I'm just looking at my hair right now. But there's got to be something fun to do. 'Cause I always have fun when I go to. It's good food there too. I'm a foodie. They got some good burgers in Austin, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to try the steak.
Yeah, we gotta go Austin. I would love to do South by Southwest, but they're scammers. There's a lot of scammers there. And
Oh yeah.
I can't stand. They should really just be shot for real. Like anybody trying to scam people, just go away. What's your life like? Like that's just miserable to me.
When you say like when you get a text message from the scammers and I wish something would go and poke the eyes.
Yeah, for real. Nah, like check it out. I got a really good idea for an app. Like an app that like if somebody scams you or tries to scam you, like via text message or a thing, like it just like shocks them or something, like or makes their phone fry or something, or
Yeah.
pokes
That
them
would be
pokes
awesome.
them in the eyeball like a hand shoots out,
That would be awesome.
like a 3-dimensional hand, just like bang, like Three Stooges style, like um. It'd be funny. Where are we at now? We're on D Street, baby. You know all about D Street. What you know about D Street?
Yeah.
We're by the Silver Lakes
Old town.
and Apple Valley.
Victorville.
Apple Valley. What?
This is Victorville right here.
Victorville? We're not in Victorville. No, we're not in Victorville yet, are we? No, that's late. That's we probably got like a half hour till Victorville. We're only an hour and a half away from Hollywood.
Nice.
All right. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Love you. You got to come out and have fun with us. Have fun at work. Have a good day at work. Say bye to Natalie.
Bye, Natalie. We love you.
Appreciate you. And turn some of the stuff in the shorts later. Hearts.
Hearts.
Peace. All right, thank you guys for coming up. God bless. Good night. Maybe we'll go live when we get to Hollywood, and we'll do like a little Hollywood Walk of Fame video, and you know, we're gonna keep it going, baby. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, check out my other videos, and we appreciate everybody. And check out Dragster666 and Dragster666LV on Instagram, and mine is Switch, a.k.a. Tony on Instagram. And we're gonna keep it going, baby.